and navigate the chat, and we'll see if we're getting it right. So, if you have a one soul agreement, what are you here to learn from that soul agreement you have? It could be with a parent, with a sibling, with a child, with a boss. What are you trying to learn? Just write your first impression answer to that question in the chat. And then Lisa, Amber, Abby, or Tammy, you can just start reading what you think is important to share.
Well, they have new beginnings, create intimacy and connect, lead with your own way, independence, courage.
Good. You guys are good. See, you already understand how these numbers apply. And I'll just add to that, a one soul agreement means you're kind of walking parallel journeys. You're not going to merge with each other. You're not going to lose yourself in that agreement, but you're here to empower each other on separate paths. So, for example, if that's your child, if that's your soul agreement with your child, don't try to tell them what to do. They're on their own unique path. You have a one soul agreement, which means I'm going to help set them on their path. I'm going to recognize it's not the same as my path, and I'm going to allow them to be who they are. If you have a one soul agreement with your partner, you probably both want to have a lot of space in that relationship, and you need to have it. You're not here to just lose yourselves in each other's energy. So let's move on. Your soul agreement is the number two or the 11 2. I'll just cut to the chase and say that means you're here for great connection. And if your soul agreement is 11, especially, you're here to be profoundly connected to that person, intuit their thoughts, know what they're feeling. Many times we lose someone that we have an 11 soul agreement with, and it's like they've never left the earth world because we still feel them with us so much. We hear them, their voices. We have that beautiful 11 connection throughout time and space. That's the 11 connection. And if it's just the two soul agreement, it's very similar. It's about deep connection, easy connection, comfortable to be with. But you got to find your own way as well. That's the danger of the two soul agreement or the 11 soul agreement is it's so comfortable you might forget about your own individual path. You have to adhere to your own individual soul path. All right, and let's go to the three soul agreement. Very fun, very creative, very playful, funny, but in the head. So the call to action for the three soul agreement is to move from head to heart together. If it's a marriage, then the marriage will be very comfortable on the superficial level, but your calling is to get to the heart with each other. And if you can't do that, the marriage is not going to serve you. And then we go to the four, and the four soul agreement says, "Ooh, this is a strong, enduring relationship, but it needs work. It'll need work with communication. It'll need work. We might even work together in a career, and that could be good, but it's going to be hard to find our soul and heart connection. But if we go see a counselor, maybe we can get there." That's the four soul agreement. Five soul agreement means you're here for fun and adventure and passion, great passion, and to inspire each other to change and be courageous, go on great adventures together. But again, don't forget to go back to your own heart, your own center, and your own path before making your life choices. When you're on the sixth soul agreement, deep love, deep heartfelt connection, great for family, for home, for marriage, for kids. However, the downside is don't lose yourself in the needs of that other person. Again, pull back to center. If you're on the seven soul agreement with someone, it means the whole purpose of your relationship is spiritual growth, which can mean it can be kind of critical, that relationship, you two can be critical of each other. It can be heartless at times, and your call to action is to bring your heart and your soul's wisdom to that relationship. The seven demands spiritual wisdom. And if that's your soul agreement, that's what you have to bring to it. If eight is your soul agreement, you will probably have head banging power struggles, but when you get it settled out, you will realize you're here to empower each other, especially if it's a child. You're never going to win that power struggle on an eight soul agreement, but you're here ultimately to empower that child. And they will empower you with their choices eventually. If you have a nine soul agreement, ultimate surrender. The nine soul agreement is so complex. It's going to be the best and end all relationship ever, your greatest teacher, and something you can't hold on to. You will have to surrender it many times over, but it will always be one of the greatest, most profound relationships of your life. Similar to my first husband, Paul. He was a 5, I'm a 22-4. Our soul agreement was 9. He died 40 something years ago. To this day, he comes back to teach me, to show me how it works in the higher realms, and is always calling me to step up my spiritual teachings. That's the 9, ultimate lessons and ultimate surrender. All right, those are our soul agreements. Any questions there on that part? Any
Yeah,
that you all want to bring?
there's a question in here.
Mhm.
So Michelle said, if both souls are 11s, is the relationship number 22, or do you reduce to a single
20,
digit?
that's 20.